My guess is that this graph makes absolutely no sense to you. And that's okay, I didn't give you any context. We don't know what the passage is that would accompany this graph, and so we don't know what they mean by yield or what these trials are. And guess what? It doesn't matter. In fact, it's actually better for us that we have less information. When we do these questions in the context of a test, we also want to kind of turn off our brain and think about only the stuff that's in the graph, at least at first, and then only use the passage if we need to. So here, we're not going to be able to bring in outside information, which means it should be more obvious what the actual answer is. If there's something that you don't know that's in a choice, it probably means it's not on the graph. So let's take a look here. What is the graph telling us? How the chemicals interacted during each trial? What chemicals? What interaction? I have no idea what this even means. These things are not on the graph, so therefore they cannot be the answer to what the graph represents. So there you go. That's an easy way to get rid of that choice. Choice B seems to get a little closer. The total weight of the crop yield lost during each trial. We see that the yield is definitely important, but the word total scares me, right? This seems to be happening over several months. So what's the total? I don't know. I don't see the total anywhere on here, which is also going to hurt me with choice C, the total weight of the crop yield at the end of each trial. I don't really know. Again, that sounds very similar to choice B, but look at choice D. This is also talking about yield, but it's doing it in such a perfectly vague way. How the yield was affected during each trial. Well, it looks like it goes down, sometimes maybe up a little bit. It's affected. I don't know what's causing that effect. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't even know what the yield is of. I could not care less. That is the beauty of these chart questions, is we want a little bit less information most of the time to answer them. And when we just kind of narrow our focus to the chart or the graph itself, we usually can see the right answer more easily because we're not distracted by all the other information that's coming from the passage. These other choices might be really tempting if I had the passage, but I'm not allowed to pick them because the question is directing my attention only to the graph. Start there, focus on that, and you should be able to get an answer. And don't be surprised if, like this one, it's a very weak, bland, unhelpful answer. That's how the SAT operates.